Hello there. And we are live. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome, people, to Straight Footy Facts, people, with Josh and Claude. And people, I mean, this week, this week has been, it's been, But you guys know Josh, Josh is this, he's a positive guy, I mean, not overly positive, but it's as it is. But of course, definitely we'll be getting some positivity. We'll be getting some real talk also, and that's the reason why I like this show. It's Josh is just a fun person to just do shows with, and we're back again this week. So,
That's
Josh,
the
you're
that's the
welcome to the
reason
show.
why that's the reason why it's called Straight Footy Facts. We keep it 100 every time. That's why.
Exactly, bro. Bro, how you doing? Talk to the people, bro. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We've got a lot of good topics to get into, Arsenal related. But yeah, man. Obviously, we got a decent result on during the week, but there's issues at hand. But hopefully, we sort them out on the weekend against Everton. We need a W there.
Yeah, exactly. And again, that takes me straight into that game against, of course, against Bayer Leverkusen. How did you see that game? I mean, bro, every single Arsenal fan I spoke to about that game all had something kind of distressing, had something kind of like, I don't want to call it negative, but had reservations about that matchup. You watch that matchup, I assume, so give me a panoramic view. Just take us through a journey through that matchup and tell us how you could actually summarize it for us and how you saw it through your own lenses.
Yeah, I mean, that game, there wasn't much to take back from that game. The only person that could really hold their head up high is Noni Madueke for me. We didn't have much going on in attack. Saka probably had one of his worst games. But it's good that we have that ability to bring on a player like Madueke who can just insert that. He's very direct. He's just comes on with that energy. You know what I mean? And I think he's done well, to be fair. I think when we signed him, a lot of people weren't happy. I thought he'd be a decent player, but I wasn't overjoyed. Like he's gonna be the difference between us winning a Premier League or a Champions League. And he hasn't proven to be the difference, but for the role he's playing as just a player to supplement our attack if Saka needs a bit of a break, he's done a good job. Yeah. So yeah, hats off to him. And it was because of him, the energy he brought to the game, him taking on his man, that's what won us the penalty. And I'm also glad he didn't try and take the penalty because he's missed a few penalties for us. And I remember there was a video of him and Palmer fighting over the penalty at Chelsea. I was like, don't be bringing that over here. Do you know what I mean? You had an amazing cameo. Let someone else take that penalty because if he misses that penalty, then it just ruins the thing. But yeah, Havertz dispatched it well. So yeah, man. Noni Madueke. That's the caption. Yeah,
that's the caption, Noni Madueke. But again, how did you see the gameplay, the structure, the passing, the intensity? Was there any kind of intensity to you? Was there any kind of intent to win in that game? Or was it just that Bayer Leverkusen were just too tough, too strong, too solid at the back? Or did they just crowd up our wing players and kind of shut down Martinelli, shut down Bukayo Saka, made it a little bit more tougher for us in the midfield by actually choking that midfield, and making life hell for someone like a Zubimendi. And actually, to be very sincere with you, Eze, I mean, another drop performance from
yeah,
again, bro. I mean, I hate doing this, but again, we have a duty to say as it is. I mean, Eze wasn't really looking that good. Zubimendi was displaced. more times than I actually desired. Declan Rice, I mean, he did his thing, but it wasn't really the Declan Rice we used to see to try and step up and dominate the midfield and actually, uh, 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 um, make kind of like good runs towards that number 8 area or running into the box. Set pieces was kind of drab, in all these kind of games where it's very, very difficult for us to get goals through open play. We used to have what I used to call our weapon of mass destruction, which is our set pieces. And our set
Mm.
pieces didn't come to bail us out. And then, you have to ask that question also. Is this set piece thing kind of like sustainable, mostly when you need them and they just disappear, in that kind of manner. Don't get it twisted. Many people were saying that this Bayer Leverkusen game was going to be an easy game. Many people said that we were going to smack them up. Many people said that we're going to smash them. But what I saw in Germany wasn't any smashing at all, Josh.
Of course not. Yeah. To be honest, I think we got to be. We haven't played well since Tottenham, and when we played well against Tottenham, we scored 4 open play goals. Yeah,
Big up our forward Blue Nose.
big up.
Congratulations on the job, my bro.
Congrats,
Make sure
man.
you take that. Make sure you take that selfie with Hamilton, bro. That's a big one, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make sure you do that. Big up to Paul. Yeah, thanks for sharing the stream. Yeah,
Big
bro,
up,
you were
Paul.
saying something about me. Yeah.
But yeah, we haven't. Yeah, so basically, Tottenham was the last game where we actually played decent, attacking, fluid football, right? We all thought,
Yeah.
I kind of thought maybe we turned the corner. Obviously, Gyökeres scored some great goals. Eze thought maybe we'd start this expansive football kind of continue. Chelsea, a few set pieces, got over the line, a bit tricky. Can't remember what the other game was. But anyway, basically, it's just been back to old Arsenal ways, if you get what I mean. And it kind of makes me think like maybe were we that? I mean, we were great against Tottenham, but was it because Tottenham are just that bad? Because I mean, seeing what they did in Europe, getting beaten like that, and the goals they
Getting
conceded,
smacked up.
is
I
that
mean,
what
we'll talk about that later on in the show. That's a
Yeah,
big topic to
yeah,
actually talk on too.
yeah. So I'm just thinking, like, is it? Look, the football we play is not the Arsenal way. It's not Arsenal's DNA. It's not enjoyable to watch. No Arsenal fan enjoys watching this football. But if it yields a trophy, it's worth enduring this football. But it has to yield a trophy that is, and it has to yield a big trophy. It has to yield a Champions League or Premier League minimum. And I want the Premier League more than I want anything. So if we bottle the Premier League and win the Champions League, for me, that's still not good enough because the Premier League is in our hands. And if we bottle it, that will be anyway. That's another thing. But it just doesn't fill me with confidence because right away we scored in 9 minutes, defended for 80 odd minutes. That doesn't fill me with confidence that we're gonna go and blitz these teams. Like we're playing Everton at home.
Yeah.
I'm expecting maybe like a 3-0. Do you know what I mean? Open play, expansive football, few goals, couple players on the score sheet. But when you perform like that against Leverkusen, when you perform like that against Brighton and have to hold out for 80 minutes, Chelsea, you're not really like it's not filling me with confidence. Do you know what I mean? We're getting over the line, and I feel like this new Arteta way of playing is kind of like margins football. Like maybe it's like data led, statistical. Like if you keep this much possession, if you're this.
Is it like the deliberate style of playing?
It is definitely a deliberate style
This
of
is what I
play.
want to know, Josh.
Yeah.
When you watch it, is it that this is a deliberate way we want to play, or is it that this guys are fatigued? Which is it? Is it that
It's
fatigue, that's why they're munching and playing like this? They're not running. They're not. I mean, there's no intent in how they're going with the ball, or is it that this is just how Mikel Arteta wants to play?
I think this is how, because I think there's an element of two. So I do think we are quite fatigued because Arteta doesn't really rotate as heavily as, let's say, a Pep Guardiola, where he would literally like rotate most of the team for a big game and he just like trusts his players more. Arteta doesn't really do that. I mean, Zubamendi's played so many games and he hasn't really looked up to it in the last few games. Norgard's still not getting the start. Obviously, it's big games, so I get why he's going for the more experienced player. But also, Norgard is experienced too. I mean, he was the captain of Brentford, but you know what I mean. The more higher caliber player, like in terms of like stature, European pedigree, etc.
Mm,
But
mm,
sometimes you just got to throw these players in, man. You just got to like throw Norgard in and be like, you know what, let's see what you can do. You know what I mean? He's done well when he's come on, obviously, albeit at low level opposition. But yeah, sometimes you got to do that. But I definitely think that it's how Arteta wants to play because the whole attack looks not great. So when it's the whole,
it looks drab, bro.
yeah.
It
When
looks
it's when
drab,
it's
bro.
the entire attack,
That is
like
shocking, man.
Saka looks like a shell of himself. He doesn't look like himself. Martinelli doesn't look good. Trossard doesn't, like nobody looks good. So when it's the entire attack, you have to think, okay, is this a system thing rather than just every player is just playing bad? And one thing is, Madueke does look good when he comes on, but the way Madueke plays is he's a very
It's a
explosive,
direct, like
very direct,
explosive, direct,
explosive,
chaos,
very
box.
good to look on the eye. He's always trying to get past his man. He's not trying to cut back. So that style, and also when he's utilized, he's coming on in the last half an hour, 20 minutes, when maybe we need tired legs, when we need him to go and drive. Maybe that's what Arteta's telling him, go and drive at your man. But yeah, from the start, yeah, I think it's just the Arteta way. I think it's the Arteta way, to be honest.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Bukayo Saka. What a night for Bukayo Saka, bro. Yeah. And again, Josh, this was the reason why, I was having a public talk with with mom the other day
Yeah.
on our show together. Yeah, like, does this look like the Bukayo Saka that we had a couple of seasons ago, like 2 seasons ago, even a season ago? This guy was
Yeah.
one of our highest goal scorers, as in no caps, man, bro. No
No cap.
caps. Like
No cap.
literally, he was one of our highest goal scorers. But this season, it's not at the top echelon of the highest goal scorer chart at Arsenal. His gameplay, his contribution, his assist have completely dried up. And again, this also brings to light the contract we gave him mid-season. Do you think Bukayo Saka is saying to himself right now, I'm not scoring goals, I'm not chipping in the assist? Well, there's no problem because I've already got my big-time contract. I would be here till 2030. There's nothing that will take away that contract from me. I'm here, and I don't need to even put any effort at all. Because when you look at that performance on the day, I mean, nothing from Saka. And I was doing the watch along, and I said, I was telling these other guys, I said, you know what, yeah, can we get Bukayo Saka out of this pitch? Can we
Yeah.
just get him
That was a
out?
great move by
Because,
Arteta,
oh
though.
my God, Josh, it was an eyesore to see. And again, I'm not saying this to knock the brother down. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that because Saka, even you said it in one of our viral clips on TikTok that I posted. You were like, hey, this is, I mean, we do know what this guy can produce. It's
Mm.
not like we're saying, hey, Bukayo Saka, you shit. No, we're actually throwing this criticisms on him because we know what he could give us on a good day, but
Mm.
it's not coming. Do you think Arsenal will look back at that contract we just gave him and made him the highest earner in our football club, presumably? Do you think we'll look at that contract and say that was a mistake?
No, absolutely not. I mean, let's be honest. Bukayo Saka is Mr. Arsenal. He's our
Hmm.
franchise player. He's probably our most important player in terms of like imagery.
Big
Like,
up BBK Sports. BBK's in the
yeah,
house. BBK
yeah.
Sports. He gets a po. This is one of my biggest. Let's pause,
BBK.
people. One of my biggest friends here, bro.
Yeah.
Po. BBK Sports. How you doing, my G? Hope you're good. BBK Sports. I'm beginning to see the stinkers you're talking about.
Oh, what
again,
stinkers
yeah,
does he talk about? About what?
yeah.
What
I mean, BBK has been
keeps
saying
growing?
that
I like that.
this kind of way we're playing, it's not sustainable. But
Yeah,
I've been on his case, all this while, and I've been saying, you know what? Yeah, it doesn't really matter stinking up the place, but getting the wins.
yeah,
But there comes a time where we have to say enough is enough. Enough of the stinkers. Actually, give us great football to watch.
he said he blames you for the Leverkusen loss.
Exactly, and I take responsibility for that. I take because yeah,
We
BK
didn't
has been
lose,
saying
by the way. We drew, so it wasn't a loss. It was a draw. But yeah, back to Bukayo Saka. 100%, he definitely 100% deserves that contract. He is Mr. Arsenal. He's our franchise player. He's our most important player in terms of just him as a player, Hayland, imagery, all of those things, and also just his performances on the pitch. Obviously, this season hasn't been great. Season before was all right, but like just in terms of his trajectory and what Saka can be, because a lot of the time when you get a contract, especially when he's 24, I believe, you don't just get it off what you've done, you get it off what you're gonna do. And when you think of Saka, what are
big
the
up
ceiling,
Nams.
the ceiling of Bukayo Saka is someone that could lead us to Premier Leagues, Champions League, score,
But bro,
multiple
the thing
goals.
there is that he's not leading anything,
Yeah,
bro.
he's not leading anything.
Josh is
He's
not leading anything. I'm
no.
looking at Saka for inspiration. No, Josh is good. We argue a bit, yeah, because I'm out here looking for inspiration from Saka, and I'm getting none. I'm getting nothing, bro. And you know what? Yeah, see, Josh, this is where the big problem would start. Yeah, when this kind of performances start creeping into the team, and then normal teams like Everton that we should go into this weekend and bamboozle by this weekend, and then we go and get a draw with this same kind of lackadaisical approach where our
Yeah,
big time players are not even doing anything. Okay, good. Maybe this Bukayo Saka thing is too heavy for our hearts. I really do understand that. Yeah, everyone needs a hero. Yeah, I liked heroes growing up. Probably you loved heroes too growing up. Just yeah, come on. I'm not blaming anyone here. So everyone wants to look at someone and say, "Hey, he's our hero." I completely get that. Good. Throw Saka away. Gyökeres, bro. I mean, I've defended Gyökeres in more of the most incendiary spaces where you go to YouTube, yeah, in big channels, and I've defended this guy. But I mean, I look at him in that Leverkusen game, bro. Bro, it's an ISO, bro. No shots on goal, bro. Oh my days, bro.
yeah.
Josh, what
He did
has
have,
happened to Gyökeres? This is not the batsman that I saw in Lisbon. Shocking game on the day.
Gyökeres. Yeah, I mean, obviously, as I said before, him bagging those 2 goals against Tottenham kind of showed me that okay, he has that ability to take the ball, touch, bang outside the box. He's got that striker's instinct. Obviously, he's scored goals and he might be a tap in, it might be, a good fox in a box move. But I want to see, obviously, as a striker, he needs to score all types of goals. That's why I kind of like Ekitike, because Ekitike scores all types of goals, so you can see he's got that range to his play. But yeah, he needs to improve, man. Like he needs to be the difference, but he's not. But just going back to Saka, I totally agree with what you're saying. I believe he definitely deserves a contract just because of who Saka is and what he can potentially produce in future. Is he producing it now? Absolutely not. Should he be producing more for a 300k player? 100%. He is not leading the team at all. Getting an assist here, getting a header here is you need to be putting it in a top bin. Do you know, like that's just what you have to do when you earn that money and you're the franchise player. You're wearing a captain's band armband. That's just what we expect from you every week. Do you know what I mean? And that's just how it is.
Yeah.
He's not producing.
Bro, are you seeing Olise in Bayern Munich?
Yeah. I didn't say he's
Are you
playing.
seeing what Man is doing? I don't even think Man is even up to 300k, bro. But bro,
Yeah,
do you see what Man is doing?
he's on 200.
He's ripping the league apart.
But then again, you've also got to be with money. You got to be relative because it's like Kai Havertz is on 275. Mark Gahey is on 300. So if Mark Gahey he's a very good centre back, by the way. Mark Gahey is on 300k. So you're telling me with Saka should be on 300k? Of course he should be on 300k. Do you know what I mean? So money's very relative. Jesus is on 250. Why the hell is Jesus on 250? So it's all relative. Saka should be our highest paid player.
And again, Josh, I hear you. You're completely correct. Yeah. But again, what I'm just saying is good. You earn this money because, okay, you're the star boy, yeah. You are the showstopper at the team, yeah. Image, everything, good and okay. But if you are receiving that kind of money, you have to be giving me only say contribution.
No.
You have to be giving me Rafinha numbers. Bro, I don't know why this is hard. I don't care how much he earns. I'm not even knocking him for how much he earns. But if you are earning such an astronomical amount of money and within the top echelon of the football club, you have to be giving us Rafinha numbers, only say numbers. You have to be trying to pursue Lamine Yamal.
But the thing is,
I might sound phony and like a clown right now, but I mean, we do need our big performers to actually perform. We're going for a league title. We have to do this.
I agree with what you're saying, but I think we've got to be. The reason why we expect Rafinha numbers from Saka is because we believe he can be Rafinha level player, right? Havertz is on 275. Nobody expects Havertz to do anything apart from just come along, plod along, maybe get a few goals, few assists.
But he has been injured all season.
No. But we don't.
But we don't.
No, but Havertz signed 275 3 seasons ago, and I don't remember signing him and thinking, oh, he's on 275. He's the highest paid player. He needs to be coming in and he hasn't. And I like Havertz. Havertz is a decent player coming off the bench. You know what I mean? Integrating the team, he's decent, but 275, you need to be a difference maker. Havertz isn't a difference maker.
Yeah.
Saka needs to be a difference maker. He's not a difference maker at the moment, but he has in previous seasons. But he definitely does need to.
What's in that mug? What's in that mug?
I got some lemon. I got some lemon tea. I got some lemon tea.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, no, I totally agree with what you're saying. I'm just giving a little caveat, basically.
Yeah. Again, I get it. I've
been getting on to Saka. I've been saying when he got that 300k, I was like, I don't care about the 300k because it's not my money. But like, if you're doing 300k, you need to be what Salah did last season. You need to be okay. No one's Salah, right? But Salah got 37 goal contributions in a league season, right? Just get me like 3 quarters. Get me 20, 25, 10 assists, 10 goals, 15 goals. And the thing is with Saka, a lot of his goals are inflated by penalties. So you have to realize that a lot of the time when he's getting 12, 13, 14 goals, 6
straight back,
he's not on penalties anymore because Gyökeres takes them. So you got to think like now his numbers are
that chunk.
That's why
he take it out from his struggles. Yeah.
Saka is that multi-dimensional in the sense that he can get you goals, but he also gets you assists. So that's very, very good. Like he's not just a bagsman. He gets you assists. He gets you goals. He's very well rounded. But his numbers in the league for a winger that plays pretty much every game is really not that great. Like we need it to be a lot better. When people are comparing him, like when he was coming up, maybe like 2 years ago, people saying, "Oh, he's gonna be like Salah. He's gonna be this generational." You need to produce, man. Because honestly, like I'm not gonna lie, like obviously Foden's having a terrible season, but Foden, like 2 years ago, he got 19 goals with no penalties.
19 goals, yeah, exactly, bro.
In the league, and he slapped it top bins against West Ham in the last game of the season when we had 89, they had 91, like just to settle the nerves. Top bins went to the Bernabeu top bins. I'm not saying Saka can't do that, but I know he can. But I'm like, when is that season coming? Do you know we need that level of season? Saka. So, and it's because we know he can do it. That's the reason. I know Saka can do it. I'm not putting that pressure on Martinelli because I know Martinelli is not at the same level as Saka. So but we definitely need him.
Look at what Baby K Sport says here. He says Everton, Leverkusen, Man City, Southampton. Do we win all 4 matches, gentlemen? Over to you, Josh, because you have the answer.
Do we win all 4? I think we beat Everton. I think we beat Leverkusen at home. I think we beat them. Man City in the final is a bit of a toss-up, but I think we got a good chance of beating them. I'd probably say we're slight favourites just because we probably
Just be very careful about this Everton game, bro. I mean, you look so dismissive about this game, bro.
No. Look. Arsenal. Look, we've been stinking up. Look, we've been stinking up the place, right? Playing haram football, right? Getting over the line. I don't expect it to be anything expansive. I'm not expecting to be entertained against Everton. It might be a set piece. It might be a haram goal, penalty. I don't know, but I think we'll get over the line against Everton. It's not going to be pretty. I think we'll get along the line against Leverkusen. I think against City in the final, stink up the place. You know what I mean? Maybe get a set piece, win a trophy. Calm. Southampton in the FA Cup, away, it should be that. I think we could win all 4. I mean, is it going to be pretty? Probably not. But
are you concerned about this form going into that matchup against Man City in the finals of the Carabao Cup? I mean, we have them. On the 22nd. Our game hasn't even taken any uptick at all. Our strikers are moribund. Nothing's working. It's just this, we're just walking. We're just walking slowly, getting these wins, and you get that. Are you confident going into that Carabao Cup? I'm thinking Man City and saying, you know what, City, even if we're not really playing that well, we're not passing the ball a lot more quicker, we're not taking much shots on goal, our attackers look drab, we still have a chance of winning. Is that how you're looking at it?
No, I'm not. Yeah, I think we have a chance of winning if we stick up the place and just try and get a set piece or just like defend well. And I'm not confident going into any game really, because for me, no, seriously, no,
confident.
No.
Listen. Straight football fact, people.
But come on. But you got to be honest.
It's cooking. Just talk to us, bro. Talk to us, man.
Okay, but what breeds confidence? Good performances. We haven't been playing good.
Yeah.
So how can I be confident if we're stinking up the place? We're getting the result, but I can't go into the game like I'm confident. Confident? Where's the confidence come from, bro? We just got a draw against Leverkusen because we got a penalty because Madueke came on and started cooking. Well done. Madueke is the only one that can hold his head high.
Yeah.
Brighton, we scored a deflected goal that went through the keeper's legs, defended for 80 odd minutes.
Big ups, Gunarican, how are you doing? Josh, we have to take time to at least grip the head.
How you doing, Gunarican?
Gunarican.
How can you not be confident?
These guys are juggernauts. I mean, I see Gunarican. I saw you on TikTok. You have to rush back home from work. You were complaining about rushing home from work to watch that garbage. I mean, I get you, my brother, bro. I feel you. I feel you, my bro. I feel you. Yeah, but me, Josh, we're all in it together, innit? Yeah. We just need to start winning games the proper way. That's what I think.
Yeah, we could definitely win like the next few games, but am I confident that we're gonna blitz through these teams?
Can we win it the proper way? Josh, can we win it the proper way?
We're not going to win it the proper way. This is not the Arteta way.
Is it that beautiful football that's completely just drained that? Bro, I'm looking for slicky passes. I'm looking for 1-2 passes. I'm looking for progression, attacking progression. I'm looking for fast counter-attacks. I'm looking for defensive cohesion. Good. Talking about defensive cohesion, did you see how we considered that goal against Bayer Leverkusen? Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
What in the world were they doing?
Yeah.
The captain of Bayer Leverkusen having a free header in our box for a team that is famed in knowing and understanding the nuances of the usage, and the cohesion of the usages of set pieces, can't arrange themselves for a set piece like that. How is that guy free? what's his name? Angos or whatever is his name, bro. I don't know what the captain, bro. How was he having that free header, bro? And
Yeah,
David Raya, David Raya it just jumped to the air. Man wasn't even, bro. Man wasn't even aware of his surroundings. See, Josh, yeah, I know you would say I'm a little bit more critical about the team today, but again, because we've got into the crunch period of the
yeah,
season, where this kind of performances will make us look like jesters and clowns out there, bro. Yeah.
hmm
So we need to take it very, very serious, bro. Look at David Raya. Man was like a clown in the post. Bro, our defenders were like headless chickens. Bro, I couldn't believe my eyes. And Saliba, what are you doing? You meant to be one of the best defenders in the world, and you drag it, bro. You were just dragging one forward player. I've forgotten the guy's name. We're just dragging the guy all about to get a red card. I mean, bro, everything about that game really pissed me off, Josh, bro. I'm just merely throwing that. Just throwing that reaction to you, bro, because I just have to do it, my guy. Yeah.
yeah.
And if we play like this, bro, we need inspiration against Everton, bro.
But the
We
thing
need
is, though,
inspiration against them,
the
bro.
thing is, though, we've
If we
been
play,
playing.
if we play the way we played against Bayer Leverkusen, bro, we might get smoked at home, bro.
But the thing is, though, we've been playing like this for a few years now. Like for me,
But bro, this was worse. Bro, this was
yeah,
worse. Bro, take a look at the penalty. Bro, was that a penalty? Bro,
no, it wasn't.
I
It
mean,
wasn't.
are you sure it was? Bro, I'm
No,
a
it wasn't. It
professional
wasn't.
referee.
It was very.
That
It was
that
very, very
that
light.
wasn't a penalty, bro.
Did it go to
I'm
VAR?
happy. I'm happy we got it. I'm happy we got it. On a very good day, I don't give that penalty, bro.
It's not a
There was
penalty.
less contact. There wasn't any blatant contact. If there was any contact at all, it was initiated by Noni Madueke. And I give it to him. No problem. Fair place. Maybe the VAR was so blind. Maybe the referee was so blind. Good, I'll take it. I'm an Arsenal fan. I love it. But again, we shouldn't even be thinking of drawing that kind of game with those kind of opportunities, bro. Because those
Yeah,
kind of opportunities don't come every day.
yeah, definitely. I agree.
But what made you feel it was a penalty though? Shout
No,
out
no,
to the
no.
ones who done aces. I will be with Deji Sports this night, 10 p.m. UK time. I will be on Northside's channel. Yeah.
Is that today?
And Deji has been running away. Yeah, 10 p.m. UK time. Deji has been running away, the aces. He's been ducking me, running away. You know, see, people, yeah. I mean, I hate to say it, yeah, but Deji, yeah, I told you so. Yeah, I hate to be the person, yeah, to say I told you so. But I told you so, bro. I mean, who's the donkey now? Yeah, me and Josh will be talking about the Tottenham Hotspur game later on, though. But yeah, Josh, yeah, let me hear from you, man.
Yeah. Sorry, what was the question again? Just repeat the question again.
Man, you know why you lost, bro? You know why you lost? It's because there was nothing inspiring about the game. That's the problem, bro. There was nothing inspiring, bro. Seriously, if there was something inspiring about that game, there will be, as in, you won't forget anything.
Yeah, no, you was asking about the penalty. I actually agree that it wasn't a penalty. Like, obviously, if you see it in real time, you think obviously he's got Madueke a bit more, but when you see it slowed down, he's barely touches Madueke. And obviously, Madueke does the right thing to go down as an attacker should every time. But did that go to VAR? No.
It went to VAR, bro.
Oh, really?
It went to VAR.
They approved
They checked it, but they didn't check it too much. It was just maybe for a couple of minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Also, yeah. Because the referee was in constant communication with the VAR system. And bro, they agreed that was a penalty. I was shocked.
Yeah.
On a good day, I don't give that penalty.
No, sort of slow-mo. I didn't agree. Yeah, but we'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. Again, that's the thing with us Arsenal fans. Yeah, we will take it. Yeah. Again, I do agree that in the course of the season, there should be some elements of luck. Yeah, in every season, there were lots of games where Liverpool last season were getting penalties and they were converting them. I never felt with penalties, yeah, and they got lucky goals in the last minute of some certain kind of games last season. I'm not taking it away from them, but I do agree that you should be getting some certain form of luck. But with the style of play we're playing right now, that luck will dry up. It will
Of
dry
course.
up. And it will
Yeah.
hurt me if it dries up within these 8 games we have.
Oh, it better not dry up. If it better not dry up, that will be if it dries up, that will mean that we've all endured this like terrible football for absolutely nothing. Obviously, as I said, this football is not the Arsenal way. It's not Arsenal's DNA. This is completely against all Arsenal principles. But
Yeah.
this might be the way to win. We don't know nothing about winning no major trophy for a long time. So let me not even talk
Yeah.
like I know how to win a Champions League or a Premier League, because I don't.
Yeah.
If this is what yields the Champions League or the Premier League, fair play. But there's also other ways to win the Premier League and the Champions League. You can play expansive and you can just blitz teams. I was watching PSG against Chelsea and I was like, Lord God, PSG.
Exactly, bro.
Like,
High
if we play them,
intensity. Did you see the levels of that game?
how Rambo ain't gonna work against them. I can't lie. They'll just
It's not gonna work though.
yeah.
Well, see,
You think it will?
again, I think it could work. I'm sorry, this is where I become a little bit fuzzy with the whole thing. I've seen some teams this season, yeah, where Arsenal go into that kind of game, yeah, and just kind of like uh, diffuse every bit of confidence in some certain teams to actually come out at us and play that kind of high octane kind of football. I'll give you an example with Chelsea Football Club. Arsenal is beating Chelsea, stinking up the place at home, and the next day, and Chelsea was not even getting chances to even, put us to the sword. And then in the next game, they're out there going to beat Aston Villa away from home and dealing them a deadly blow. So, and I was like, oh, compare and contrast this. Chelsea against us, no ideas, bereft of any ideas, couldn't harm us in any way, couldn't even score a goal. But then they're going in the next Premiership game and blitzing Aston Villa. So Arsenal has this kind of funny way of making this kind of teams that could literally hurt us play around football with us. And guess who's going to win when we play around football? It might be, the club that has experience playing or dilly-dallying around football. But again, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what? Yeah, Max Doman. I mean, I saw Max Doman's performance in that Mansfield Town game. Look at how that kid, a young kid, putting this Jesus to shame, bro. Look at how man is playing. Yeah, the aesthetics of the game is brought back. To what extent do you want to see Max Doman play this season now that he's back? From now to the end of the season? Because I was arguing about this with some other folks here, and they were saying, he's too young. We'll tread carefully. I'm like, we've not overused him this season. How many games have he played for the senior team this season? And right now that we're playing stinky football, isn't it nice that we bring in a technically gifted player to bring back the aesthetics of the game to our gameplay?
Josh. Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't. Obviously, he is young, so I wouldn't start him, but I would give him, a couple, maybe a 15-minute cameo, depending on the game. If you need a goal, if you need something, just bring, because I think he played in the 10 against Manfield, or did he play on? Yeah, I think he played in the 10, and he looked really, really good. The thing is with Max Laumann, he's one of those players where he plays with so much confidence and so much freedom, and also I feel like because he's so young, I don't know like what Arteta's telling him, but he just seems to just play football in such a natural way. It doesn't seem like it's overcoached. It doesn't seem like he's got this plan of what to do with the ball. He seems to have the license and freedom to just do whatever he feels when he gets on that pitch. So I think like he's very like that's a welcome kind of thing to have in a team. If we need let's say Everton, let's say it's 1-0 to us, or we need some sort of magic, you can bring him on for sure. Bring in Madueke as well.
So you're
But
not
yeah,
going
I
to
wouldn't rely on him. I wouldn't
You're
start
not going to
him.
rely on him, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't start him just because he is young. You don't want to put too much pressure on his shoulders.
On
But
him,
like,
yeah.
50, like even if let's say Everton were 2-0 up, 15 minutes to go, we're defending, but bring him on. Just bring him on. Just get him used to playing, because he was used quite a lot actually at the start of the season, a bit like quite a lot for a young player before he got injured.
Josh, yeah, I'm looking at players, yeah, like Yamin, like Lamine Yamal, yeah, young industrious players, yeah, highly gifted technical players like Yamal, like O'Reilly, who is a young kid and is, I mean, he's rocking the boat at Man City, yeah, and rightfully so, because he has the skill sets to actually undertake these kind of games, this kind of intensity, and those kind of games come with lots of experiences. When you do bet these players into those kind of games, and they kind of gain the experience and they follow through. Don't you think that we should be able to actually give this kind of games to Max Doman, so that he could at least gain this kind of serious experiences in this kind of tougher games that could be able to make him more tougher, give him that experience that he would need to, because probably by next season he won't be the 60-year-old we're talking about right now. He'll be 17 years of age by next season. And if Lamau is doing all these things, yeah, and someone like an O'Reilly in this league is already anchoring that Manchester City team, why aren't we trying to just give him enough games? He hasn't started up to 8 games this season. He hasn't played up to 8 games in the senior team this season.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you got to think about, he definitely on merit and performance, like he was the best player on the pitch against Mansfield.
Yeah,
there was a lot of senior players playing. Obviously, Eze scored, Madueke scored. They had decent games, but you could clearly see who was the best player, the most creative player in that game was Max Dowman. But I would definitely give him some minutes, give him some cameos, but I wouldn't really start him. Let's say just start him on the right. I mean, Madueke, let's say Saka has a bad game, Madueke doesn't do much, start him in the next game. I'd probably give him a bit more, maybe give him a bit more.
I'm even talking through the middle now. I'm even saying through the middle.
I mean, yeah, through the middle.
Even through the middle, bro, we're not really,
because to be fair,
really killing stuff, innit?
Through the middle makes sense, because obviously, as I said, I wouldn't start him, but obviously Eze hasn't really been doing that much in that position. So obviously I wouldn't be like, okay, Max Dowman just started at a 10. I'd probably still start Eze. But 60 minutes, if you're giving a usual performance that's not really giving much, off you go. Max Dowman in that 10 for 30 minutes. Havertz maybe up front to replace Gyökeres. Maybe that could be a sub, or Havertz starts. Then you can give him like that end of the game to kind of create and make some magic. But yeah, I wouldn't give him a start ahead of like more senior players at the moment. Also, you got to think about like it kind of rocking the boat a bit as well. Like let's say you start Max Dowman ahead of Eze against Everton. Obviously, you probably might deserve it on merit, but you got to think about like long term. Is that the right thing to do? Will it rock the boat? What the media are gonna say? Do you know what I mean? So you got to also factor that in as well. So
yeah, shout out to Northside Ray. Yeah, big ups, Nameless Gooner. How you doing, bro? I will be with Northside this evening because we have to cook, Deji. Yeah, I mean, see, people, yeah, we're playing stinky football, but I don't care. I'm gonna keep that aside, yeah, when we're steamrolling Deji Sports. Yeah, I mean, people, he has to answer for his crimes this season, bro. Josh, yeah, while we're actually talking about Arsenal, yeah, and demanding more from Arsenal, bro, Tottenham might be going on relegation, bro. Now they go out to Anfield. I can't wait to see the sports tonight on the show. I can't wait. These mans are going to Anfield, bro. Bro, do you think this Reds, yeah, put the sword on Tottenham? Where would these folks get the points to stay up?
Yeah, you know what,
Right?
Spurs, they have some hard games, man. So I don't know where they're gonna get these points from. I was thinking Spurs are like they're too good to go down, surely, but they have some hard games, man. And like what they did against Atletico Madrid, that the level of mistakes, it was like Sunday
Jesus
league level. Like I was like, no, they're just
damn.
because you know sometimes it could just be mentally that you're just if you believe you're going down mentally, it doesn't matter how great you are, you're not going to be able to function as a proper
Mm,
team. Maybe their heads have gone.
mm.
Obviously, the goalkeeper they played. I don't think that's the first team goalkeeper. I think it was like a guy that they just decided to start that day. But yeah, they need a big performance at Anfield, man. I don't. Is it at Anfield? I believe. Maybe I don't know, but they need a big
It's at
result.
Anfield, bro. It's at
Yeah, they need
Anfield,
a, they
bro.
need a big
It
result
gets
against.
worse.
I think maybe if they get a big result, like for instance, let's say they go to Anfield and they get like a draw or they win or they play really well, that could spur them on. But yeah, it's not looking good for them, man. It's not looking good at all.
It's not looking good at all, bro. They're going to I think they're getting relegated this season, bro. And
I think
again,
so.
this is why I don't respect this managers managing core Europe right now. Yeah. Like
Yeah,
look at this Tudor guy, yeah. His stake to claim was that he he supervised Juventus. Yeah, he was
yeah,
at Juventus. That's his big stake to claim. Yeah, that's a big club that he has actually managed, bro. Yeah, and he went 11 games without a win in Juventus. Now that gave you the pedigree to come be the boss of Tottenham Hotspurs. Yeah, and look. Look at the haram football they're playing, bro. And again, when I look at Arsenal's, I mean, yes, we're not playing quite well, but bro, when I look at where Spurs, I mean, what they're doing right now, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, Arsenal, at least you're winning games. I mean,
yeah.
ah, I've looked at the whole permutations. I've looked at where they could get points from, bro. None. They face Leeds, they face Crystal Palace. Bro, they have all these hard hitters, bro. I don't
Mm.
think those guys I don't think they're staying up, bro. But again, teams like West Ham have to win. Teams like Nottingham Forest have to hold their weight and get something. So do you think those kind of teams would get some certain kind of points to keep them ahead of Tottenham?
Yeah, it's a difficult one because the teams that are in that relegation fight are actually decent teams. Like Forest, West Ham are actually got decent players who can pull out something out of the bag, like what
Mm,
what Forest did against Man City. You know, and I mean,
mm.
great individual goals by Anderson and Morgan Gibbs White. So
What a player!
yeah,
What
Tottenham,
a
yeah,
player!
man, Tottenham they're in big trouble, but even though they got difficult games, if they can get a big result, I can see it turning. But they do have a hard fixture run. But surely they're not going to get relegated. I mean, surely that would be insane, to be honest.
Okay, let's see. Let's
You never
see.
know. You
See,
never know.
Josh, you never know. But again, would you like to see sports get relegated? From a personal opinion, for a personal view, would you like to see
A
them
personal
get relegated?
opinion. Um, I think it would be funny. I mean, it will be hilarious if they do get relegated.
Mhm.
I do enjoy beating them at White Hart Lane.
Exactly, bro.
I enjoy I
That's my
enjoy
point too.
smoking them every season. So I enjoy
Mm,
the North London derby. We always kind of do well in it. It's a big game. We always beat them.
yeah.
It's nice. I don't really only want to play Spurs in the FA Cup if we get them in the round, like in a draw or something.
Mm,
But
mm.
it would be hilarious if they do get. I mean, if they get relegated, that would be hilarious, though. Can you imagine
Yeah,
if they get relegated? How funny that
definitely,
would
bro.
be.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want them to get relegated because I just want to look at my noisy neighbors down the road and say, you know what, yeah, when are you coming for your beating again?
But
And
you know what?
and
If
then
they
you're
do
ready.
get relegated, you know they like to talk. They could never talk ever again. Like,
I
I don't
know,
have any
bro.
Spurs fans, but you know, Tottenham fans, expressions, all these guys, they like to talk, they like to pretend. Like Deji, it didn't. I think I saw a clip of Deji saying that Tottenham are going to get to the semi-final or something. So
Yeah, Deji's
yes,
deluded. Deji says that they're gonna win the Champions
so
League.
imagine,
Man is deluded, bro.
yeah. So imagine if they get relegated, they just can't talk, and it'll be quite funny. It will be actually hilarious. It'll be quite funny for football if Tottenham get relegated. You know what? I want them to get
Bro,
relegated.
to be
Man,
crazy, bro.
I think it'll be hilarious.
Are you serious, man? Oh,
Yeah,
Arsenal
I
talk.
think it'll be
You
funny,
want them to
man.
get relegated now?
Yeah, man, it'll be funny, man. It'll be too funny, man. We need to see the Spurs
Uh,
fans crashing out.
Josh, we have Everton this weekend. We have Everton tomorrow, bro. What do you reckon? Yeah, this Everton team. They're not on form. I wouldn't say they're on form, but this Everton team have actually proven that they could be a potential banana skin for any club. Yeah, that's actually gonna face them. And again, yeah, I'm seeing from Arsenal fans, from certain Arsenal fans, yeah, the same thing they did against Bayer Leverkusen. When I was asking questions about this Bayer Leverkusen game, many Arsenal fans, oh, we're gonna beat them. Some said 3-1. Another one said 5-0. Bro, I mean, this is astronomical numbers, bro. And I was like,
Yeah,
I remember when I was telling Gunnar on our show on Monday, the Monday Night Madness. That's a show we do with Waffle TV. Me and Waffle TV could join, and we're doing that show. Lovely show, people. Join us on Mondays to have a pip on that show. Gunnar was there. Uh, uh, you know, um, see, yeah, and I'm like, hey, don't overlook this Leverkusen side. And again, that's what we're doing against this team, Everton.
yeah, you're
Do you
right. You're
think
right.
Everton is gonna overwhelm us, like with the way they play? And again, they have a sudden way of actually trying to, keep a low block, an extreme low block. They've been doing it whenever they visited Arsenal. They have big, tall, 6 foot plus strong defenders. What's one's name? Is it Tarkowski? Should be one of them. Big, strong, an animal brute. They have Key, who is also at the back for them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they do.
Bro,
Yeah,
bro, these are
Tarkowski
British defenders, bro.
and
Yeah. So
Yeah,
and die exactly, bro. They got some certain killers in that team. I don't know
goal.
if Grealish is playing though.
Oh, is he not? Yeah. But you know what? They've got loose. They got Shrewsbury Hall as well. I don't know if he's fit, but
This real.
yeah,
Oh my days.
they got some good players.
This real. Oh, I don't want to face that guy. God, please let him be injured, bro. Oh no, bro.
Yeah, you know what? They've got a decent team. I mean, as I said before, I think we can go into that game, stink up the place a bit, get a set piece, deflected goal, get over the line, like we've been doing since.
But we are home, though.
Yeah, but
We
like
are
this is
home.
what we've been doing, though. This is what we've been doing. There's no but there's no expansive. I don't have the confidence that we're gonna go there and be expansive and score goals, and there's gonna be a set open play. This is my issue. I want open play goals because they indicate that the attack is fluid and that we can score from all types of ways. That's why I've always had an issue, not with us scoring set pieces, but with it being the only weapon. It being, the way we're overcoming teams is by a corner or by a set piece, scrappy goal. Like against United, like obviously we lost that game, but our 2 goals were from set pieces.
Yeah.
Like I was happy because I was like, we should be scoring all types of goals. A set piece is a great thing for your armory, but it's not your main armory. It's like it's something to supplement. You score 2 open play goals, you get a set piece, cool, happy. But you don't win games off set pieces. And if you do, it's because you've scored some good open plays goals before. So yeah, I mean, look, Everton have a decent team, but I just think like with how bad we play in terms of just our style of football and how unenjoyable it is very solid. and it is very compact, and it has yielded a lot of wins this season. So they may not be pretty, but we've only lost 3 games this season, all comps. In our, like, we played like over like maybe 40, 50 games. So on statistically, if I look at the data, if I look at the probability, I think, yeah, we'll probably beat Everton. But am I going in there thinking I'm going to see some beautiful, expansive football that's going to excite me? No.
I think it will be a ball fest, bro. We're gonna
Yeah.
stink up the place so bad.
Yeah.
I reckon we might win. Yeah, might be a scrappy 2-1 win, scrappy
Yeah.
3-1 win. But bro,
Yeah.
it's a shock. It's a big problem that we have right now, bro.
But yeah, I think you're right.
the way
We
we're
need
playing.
to. We do need to play. We do need to play better in the final stages of this season, though, because you can't really, like, you can't win a Champions League like this. I don't think, especially when you come up against those. We're quite lucky because of the side we're on. We're gonna just if we get past Leverkusen, it might be Bodo Glimt, then it might be maybe Barca
Yeah.
or whatever. So we're very lucky. But if
bro,
it wasn't the
bro,
upside,
even Bodo Glimt, bro.
yeah,
You know
Bodo Glimt
what,
look
yeah?
good.
Even
Yeah, they
Bodo
look good.
Glimt could knock the fuck out of us, bro.
Yeah,
bro,
yeah, they look good. They look good.
bro.
Yeah. Yeah, Bodo
Bro,
Glimt look good. I
Bodo
can't lie,
Glimt-
man.
Bodo Glimt could actually knock us back out, bro.
They
Bro, those
better
guys
not
are
try.
right.
They better not
Did you
try. But
see
yeah, they
what
look
they
good.
did in their last
Yeah,
game?
they look good, man. I can't lie. They look. I mean, they beaten City.
Jesus
They
Christ.
beat Inter. They beat Sporting. Like, yeah, convincingly. Like,
Atletico. Bro, what is going on?
yeah.
No,
They
but again, Josh, what's giving that kind of team, yeah, the cojones to just win games the way they're doing?
I love it, man. I think it's just they're just fearless. Like when you're a team like Bodo Glimt, you don't really have that much European pedigree. Everybody just thinks, yeah, we're gonna go Bodo Glimt and just win 3-0. You go into the game with literally no fear. What have we got to lose? Everyone thinks we're gonna lose 3-0, so let's go and play and express themselves. And they have. Like, I don't know one player on their team. It's not like there's any European hitters.
Not even one.
But maybe
Not
by
one.
the end of this Champions League campaign, maybe they'll have some. Maybe a lot of these players might get big moves into like other European teams. Who knows? Yeah, they look good, man. They do look good, man. And like the type of goals.
Do you reckon they go to the semi-finals of the Champions League though? With the way they're playing, bro.
They'd have to beat us, and no, they're not beating us. They'd have. I mean, if we beat Leverkusen, we should.
So wait. You don't think they match Arsenal man to man,
They're not
player
beating.
for player, the way they're playing right now? You don't think they can match Arsenal in any
I
way?
mean, look, I think they'll give us a good game. They're doing very well. I mean, I think they'd give us a very tough game because look, they're a very good team. But come on, we should deal with Bodo Glimt. Come on.
Come on, bro. Did you see what they did to Atletico?
No,
Did you see what
I
they
know.
did to Milan?
They did, yeah, they did. They
bro,
did a lot. I can't
It's
lie.
not a joke, bro.
It's not a joke,
Bro, it's
you're
not.
right.
It's
gonna
not a
be
game,
so
bro.
easy.
This guy,
It's not gonna-
the
And the thing
danger.
is, when you go to their stadium as well, that's not an easy game. They've dealt with some people. in there.
Yeah, that's artificial pitch, though.
That would be our first leg if we beat obviously Leverkusen. So you can't you're not gonna. It's not given. You're gonna go there and just get a win and leave there. Like you might leave there with a defeat and you got to overturn it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we've obviously got the advantage because of our amazing league phase campaign, winning all the games, which we deserve because we did well to win all of our games. We have a more favorable route and we have all of our knockout games. The home leg is second, which is a great advantage if you need
Which
to
is a great advantage, though.
And we deserve that luck because we've earned it through winning 8
Yeah,
out of
we've
8.
earned it.
No one else won 8 out of
Definitely.
8. So, you know what I mean? So,
Back to this Everton game. Do you think David Moyes was watching Arsenal midweek, and was licking his lips, all fingers, licking his lips at what he was seeing against the Leverkusen? Because any manager would lick his lips while watching that football on display in Germany.
of course, yeah, he'll probably be like looking at it and being like, yeah, this team, it's not just that game. It's the Brighton, it's the Chelsea. This team is not as fluid attacking as it usually does. So you can be like, look at the way Leverkusen got at Arsenal. Look at the way they got their goal. We can maybe get that kind of luck against us as well. And I just want to point out this comment by Unknown Figs. He says the losses
Unknown Things. Big ups Unknown Things.
Yeah, big up Unknown Figs. But he says the losses aren't the problem, it's the draws. And that's true, because when you play this kind of football, it's very small margins. So like we got out of Brighton with a win, but that was a very small margin to draw that game, because we was holding on, we were defending for 80 odd minutes. Like, Chelsea, they had that offside goal, they had a few chances. Raya had an incredible performance, which obviously he was our man of the match. If you're keeping your man of the match, then that kind of tells you about the story of the game. So since Tottenham, we've kind of, we've beat Chelsea, well done, beat Brighton, well done. But those two games on another day could have been a draw. And kudos to us for getting the W's, because we needed them in the context of the league. City dropped points. We extended our league, big 3 points. But it doesn't fill you with that confidence, that because you can't ride your luck like that for 8 more games. There needs to be some games where you just put the team to the sword. It goes second half, you're 2-0 up at half time, game done. You need games like that. You can't just be going to the wire every game, because it's not gonna work.
Bro, are you looking at flipping some things in this game, bro? I mean, in as much as we're playing this Alam football, we can as well flip the team. Yeah, we can as well bring in new players that could actually change something. Do you want to see Gyökeres start that game against Everton? Or do you think we should just, bro, should we just look at Kai Havertz, bro? Come on, man. Should we change something? Should we do something differently? Because the definition of a fool is someone that does the same thing again, and again to the same, bro. Always doing the same thing, bro. There's no different results. It's always the same thing. Should we now start looking at, okay, Gyökeres, you know what, let's put a little bit of, urgency when you come into play, Look, why don't we allow Kai Havertz to start again?
I
what kind of changes do you want to see against Everton tomorrow?
Yeah, so I'd like to see, the back four. I think Ben White's not even fit, so I don't think he can play. Centre backs will obviously be the same. I'd like to see Norgard start, just because I feel Norgard's had a good. He's done well whenever he's come on. Zubimendi wasn't great last game. Just give him a start. We're at home, you know what I mean? Just give him a start. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he's gonna have that big of a detriment to the way we play if he starts. I think he could be positive. His passing range is very, very good. Some of the eye of the needle passes he's been picking out, he's been doing better passing in terms of like that long range passing than, like, let's say I've seen Zubimendi do. But obviously Zubimendi offers that goal threat as well. But yeah, Zubimendi's been a bit shaky. I'd give Norgard a start. Yeah, that's the thing. We could. Eze hasn't been great. Obviously, Declan Rice obviously has to start. Eze hasn't been good, but there's no one really to start. I mean, I wouldn't start Max Down.
Exactly.
So what I would do, I would start Gyökeres, but I'd start Havertz instead of Eze. So I'd give Havertz that, because I've seen that Gyökeres and Havertz link up. So I'd give that actually. So I would start Gyökeres.
So you don't, in other words, you don't want to see Gyökeres dropped. You want to see
No. The thing is, I don't mind Gyökeres being dropped, but I feel like the upside of having Havertz in that 10, from what we've seen before Havertz got injured, we've already seen Havertz and Gyökeres have a great connection. We haven't seen that since they've been fit. Eze hasn't been playing that well. Gyökeres hasn't been playing that well. But the only upside is we could bring Havertz in, and maybe that could be a better Gyökeres that could perform because of having Havertz behind him. Obviously, Havertz in that 10, he's played well.
Big up Drew Gunners, the classic guy in the house. The chief. I have given Drew Gunners a chieftaincy title. Yeah. He's not a chief. Yeah, he's not the chief. One of Igbo land. Yeah, my guy.
How do you feel? How do you feel Martinelli played in the game?
Chief. Yeah.
How do you feel Martinelli played in the Leverkusen game? Because I didn't really notice much. People saying he
To be
played
very
well.
sincere with you, I thought Martinelli was okay.
He did
I mean,
well, isn't
people
it?
might,
Yeah, he took his
yeah,
man a
he did
bit.
well. Again,
Yeah,
I'll say as it is. I think he did well, but it was just the final. Again,
the
the
final
biggest
product.
problem of
Yeah,
all our forward players this season, the final end product, bro. Completely
yeah,
missing from his game. But apart from that, you could see the hustle. You could see the hustle. See, he was pushing. See, he was trying to engineer and get into those spaces. And again, you're in European football. You will find those spaces because in European football, they keep all those spaces. They were playing a complete back three. It was when they were feeling the pressure, they converged and make it a back four, or sometimes they could make it a back five. Sometimes that's when they're seriously on the siege. But when they're not under any siege, it's a complete back three. What does that mean? It means that your wing players, your width players, if you want to put it, because Arsenal play with freaking fast fullbacks, yeah, who turn to wing backs when they're overlapping, yeah. There's that space. The space is always there. Timber was bumping forward. Nkape tried to encroach forward a bit, but again, that's the problem with Nkape's game. He doesn't force things attacking wise. He's more defensive in his approach. I want to see someone like Ricardo Calafiori come in tomorrow. Maybe he just changes the topography. Maybe he changes the cadence of our game because he has this kind of like intensity, this swift intensity to turn that midfield three into a midfield four, or sometimes take up incendiary spaces, get on that overlapping run. Sometimes he's in the box, he makes up the numbers in the box. Yeah, he has a keen eye for a pass. He could also shoot outside the 18-yard box. He could also pick a pass to Calafiori. Is a dangerous guy. He can do these things. But again, we didn't really utilize those spaces we're getting against Bayer Leverkusen. We might not see that kind of space against Everton. That's why this kind of game is the kind of game for Trossard to start. I don't know about you.
Is Trossard fit?
I think he's fit enough to play.
I
think they're just skipping him.
Madueke needs to start though.
I have a problem with him starting because
Why?
I would like Saka to start because I want when there's tired legs in that team, when there's tired legs, and
I was thinking maybe Madueke off the left, but then he hasn't really played there all season, has he?
He hasn't really played there. That's a big problem.
I think Madueke's earned a start. I think Madueke's earned a start with how we played last game, but
Drew is saying Trossard is out for tomorrow.
I think Madueke's earned a start, but I will say I would want Saka to start, even though Saka has had a poor game. I think go with that, give him that confidence. Don't just drop him because he had a bad 60 minutes. Start him again. We know he's like one of our most dangerous players. So start him again, I'd say. But for me, I would maybe go, I'd start Saka and Madueke on the wings, maybe Madueke on the left. But I think Madueke's deserved to start.
I don't think that's happening. And your manager is not the kind of manager to switch things up like that. I don't think he's doing it.
I think it's either Madueke or Saka in it, and either it's one of the two, and they'll probably go. But you also got to factor in we've got Leverkusen on Wednesday or no, on Tuesday next week. So
don't be surprised when I see Jesus start tomorrow.
Who?
Jesus.
Yeah, you got to also think that like if he starts Saka. He's got to say, Saka's definitely going to start the second leg of the Leverkusen game, let's be honest. The second leg of the Champions League game, more important game, Saka's 100% starting. Ideally, you probably want Saka to be given like a 75 to 80 minutes in that game minimum, right? Because that might go extra time, do you know what I mean? So he might even have to think about potentially maybe starting Madueke because he is in form and he deserves to start, and maybe just giving Saka that rest for the big game and midweek. So it might not be necessarily I'm dropping you because you didn't play well. It might be like I'm protecting you and then bring him on maybe for the last 30. So that might happen. Yeah, that might happen. But I agree with what you're saying. I don't think he's going to do so many changes like Madueke on the left instead of Martinelli.
Nah. Mikel Arteta is not that guy to do that kind of thing. But again, the reason why I don't even want Noni to start is not because of his displays against Leverkusen. It's because I don't really trust Bukayo Saka's form right now to give us something. Yeah. So it will be better. He plays in the first half and then get to tie the legs of this Everton defender. Then you know that you are bringing Noni Madueke from the bench. You know you're bringing some surprise package for them. You're bringing something at least from the bench, bro. Yeah,
I get what you mean.
Bench. Now you're getting it now, yeah. Because I'm looking at our bench, yeah, and nothing, bro, completely, bro, nothing is coming from that bench to do anything in recent weeks, bro. So it would be so nice if we're bringing in, a Noni Madueke. Suddenly we're bringing in a Max Dolman to come in and they're doing this in the second half when those legs
when you need it, when we need
it. And again, don't get me wrong, Bukayo Saka, even if he has a dwindling form, he can still conjure magic. Yeah, anything can happen with Saka. That's his game. There's this inconsistency about it, but it's this kind of player that when you're doubting him, the very minute you're doubting him, that's when he starts to, conjure some certain kind of magic to just prove people wrong. But again, you have to be consistent with your displays, and that's why we're critiquing him. So I would like to see Saka start and bring in the element of surprise in the second half when these Everton players have defended for their lives, and let's see, and they start legs, and then you can bring more faster players, more fast-paced players that could cause chaos in the box. Noni Madueke, maybe a Gabriel Jesus, to run circles around the defenders quite a bit and drag some certain defenders to him while he opens up those spaces for attacking assets to actually get snapshots to just give us something more different. But again, let's see, bro. Let's see. But it seems like Martinelli might be starting that game though, because it looks like injured.
But we got to think, like, if Martinelli starts that game, which he should anyway, because he hasn't really been starting loads of games anyway. But he'll probably Saka has been sticking it up though. 300k down the drain now. You can't say that about Saka, man. You can't say that. I mean, he has been sticking it up. But he is true. He has been sticking it up. He has. Yeah. Let's not forget.
He has been sticking up the place, bro. But it is what it is. Yeah, Josh. Yeah, we have to go. But again, Josh, see, we play Bayer Leverkusen in the return match. See, no rest for the wicked. Yeah, no rest for the wicked. It's grind time again. Yeah, next week. Yeah, we'll face Bayer Leverkusen again. We're home this time. We have the luxury to have our fans watching the game. So, do you think this Bayer Leverkusen team bite the dust and pay for their sins away from home? Do they pay? Do we make them pay the price
to be
for
fair,
stepping to us at home?
I think we definitely we win that second leg, but Leverkusen played decent in the first leg, but we just had a bit of an off day that day. But I do definitely think he said Saka's throw tech left, those hammies are finito.
Yeah, Gunarikin. Shout out Gunarikin. Me and Gunarikin, we're definitely gonna do something on the channel, people. Definitely.
Yeah, Saka's definitely lost his explosive pace and his explosive nature to his game. He's kind of lost that.
But do you think it's because of these injuries that have crippled him this season that has caused these problems, bro?
Yeah.
His use of Bukayo Saka, always using him when he's injured. Do you think this is the payback?
Yeah, I think it's like I agree. I think Arteta's definitely kind of ran him into the ground, like using him constantly, like no rotation. That's why like Madueke's signing was welcome, because it was like we had no one to rotate him with. Like if we were taking off Saka, we'll bring on that Reece Nelson or someone. And Reece Nelson is obviously he's not at the level we would require, and also he's a right-sided player. Or go, you know what I mean? It's not the same, but Madueke is literally like for like left side, left-footed on the right, cut in. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I think look, Saka's like your hamstrings literally is what makes you explosive. That being able to that burst of pace, he's kind of lost. But also, let's see what you gonna said. I mean, calling Saka out for a while, he needs to be benched and redeem a comeback. That's a good point, though. I can't lie.
Exactly, bro. Because,
Yeah. I'm just thinking about the ramifications.
His language, his body language, bro. Bro, man,
I'm just thinking about.
He's completely banged up, bro. The legs problem. He's not getting any protection at all. They're just kicking the boy. They're kicking him, bro. He's getting more injured. We're still using him, running to the ground, bro. To
be honest, man, you know what?
Next 2 seasons, bro. If this guy continues like this,
do you know what? I
finished, bro.
To be fair, I'm thinking about the ramifications of if you bench Saka for a few games, and then he's not starting, then obviously people are gonna start talking.
Can we afford to bench him though? Can we afford to bench him though? Apart from him being the highest earner in our football club, he's also the star boy. I mean, there's still, bro, man, Arsenal. Bro.
No, I think he's right, and also what Guderica just said that Pep figured out you can't flog players all season. Our manager stopped being his cone collector before he learned that lesson, which is quite funny. But no, I agree because think about it, like. Guderica, I'm gonna check out your content after this because I know it's gonna be funny.
yeah. Guderica is a great guy. I'll be doing lots of stuff with Guderica, mostly from next season. Is real. I started working with him just this week. Great guy, great content. Yeah. But Guderica, please link up with my guy Josh. Yeah, because to be nice, for you guys to carry Josh along too, bro, because it's my, it's my G, it's my brother, so please, bro, you guys should work together too, because Josh is great. Guys, and again, don't look at Josh as, Josh is doing great in TikTok, bro. He's doing great in TikTok. So, Guderica, work with my guy, you know where it is. He's a hard puncher too. And he says it as it is. I mean, he's a positive guy though, but I mean, he also says it as it is too. So it is what it is. So these guys, do try and work with our brother Josh down here. Guderica say something here. Let's see what he says. He says, for one game, I would love to see Dolman. Bro, oh my God, Jesus Christ! Someone is saying this, bro, because I've been saying this. But what these my other brothers are saying is, let's take care of him, bro. I mean, I know you have to protect the player. I get it, but it's not like we've run him to the ground like we've done Saka though. Yeah. It's not like that, bro. We just have more 8 games. It's like 8 finals to the end of the season, bro. How bad would it be to use him in this 8 games, bro? Come on, man. Bro, I don't know why these guys. Look at Yamal. Look at O'Reilly. These are young players, bro. When will he get the experience, though? We're out here talking about experience. Look at Waneri. We shift at Waneri. I don't want his case to be like that of Waneri, bro. Well, we keep trying to say he's not ready. It's the same thing with Waneri. He's not ready. And one day he finds himself in Marseille. And with news reports right now, they're saying he's not even coming back next season.
What, he wants to stay?
I don't know. That's the report I'm seeing now, that he might stay in Marseille next season.
Yeah, because why the hell is he like, come on, man. To be fair with Ranieri, it's like, with how devoid our team is of any, like, Ranieri is probably our most explosive player in the set, our most direct player. That's what I mean, actually. Like, when he's getting the ball, he's looking forward passes, looking to shoot when he's in the positions. So he's someone we could really use, man. He could have really been like he could be used right now, like literally. He could literally start right now ahead of Eze because Eze's not been that great. He could come in. So yeah, that's a big loss because obviously Odegaard's
Drew. Oh my God. Oh, Drew.
How is he doing though? Is he
Oh,
doing
Drew.
well? Is he doing well there though? He was good for the first game.
Drew, you're a cheeky man. Oh my days, bro.
No, but he's right.
How is he doing out there, bro? Oh my God. Shots fired. See, how is he doing in France, bro?
Let me see how many. Okay, he's got 7 appearances, 5 in the league. But I know that first game he scored, and I
know he scored about 2 goals or so in the first 2 games. So yeah, I'm not really sure how good he has been since then. I knew he lost the penalty in the Coupe de France.
But the thing is with Arteta,
he lost the penalty.
Yeah, Arteta
just been decent though. I think he's been decent.
Yeah, Arteta just doesn't.
He hasn't really been knocking trees down, but he's been decent.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Drew says no shots fired. I like Eason. Yeah, Eason is a good guy. I just feel like he's just in an unlucky situation with the manager right now. Just because we will soon be rounding up. You look at Bayern Munich, yeah, and you saw what they did in the Champions League. Do you really think that this thing we're talking about Arsenal winning the Champions League is a little bit too, not looking like delusion? Because there's some other teams here that are like big characters right now. We could see Real Madrid, see what they did to City. They steamrolled them. Yeah. And that's Real Madrid on the ascension right now. I mean, beating City at your home 3-0 is big confidence. And then you look at Bayern Munich mauling whoever they played. Bro, is it Atalanta or who they were playing, bro? I don't know, bro. But they mauled them, bro. Was it like 5-1 or something like that, bro? Bro, do you see these teams, mostly like PSG too, that completely steamroll Chelsea, yeah? Do you see these teams as teams that would mash up Arsenal if we get to the semi-finals, quarter-finals, or something like that?
Yeah, I think if I'm being honest, I think we obviously we earned our luck by being on the other side. But I think if we was on Bayern Munich side, because we could have equally been on their side if we were just unlucky, because it was literally just 50-50 chance. If we was on the other side and we had to come against like PSG, Real Madrid, I mean we did beat Real Madrid last season, but I think over 2 legs, we beat Bayern in our league.
But again, there were questions there. There was question marks. They had lots of injuries.
Yeah, over 2 legs. Yeah, over 2 legs. Bayern or PSG, they look great, man. I don't know if we'd survive.
They look great, right?
With how we're playing.
No caps, bro.
But I do
caps.
think,
they look hungry.
Yeah, I do think if you get to a Champions League final, one-off game, obviously quality can come to the top, like the way PSG absolutely destroyed Inter last season. My God, that final was embarrassing. So it was insane. But obviously, we could get there and try and a one-off game. But yeah, I think if he was on the other side, I don't think we'd survive from getting through that to the final. I can't imagine us.
So now, have you kind of, because I mean, just 2 weeks ago, a week ago, a couple of days ago, people were talking about the quad, and now these big teams have stepped up in the Champions League. So are you still looking at a quad, or are you still looking at a treble or a domestic double? Which one is it right now? Now that these teams in Europe have stepped up now.
No, I'm still looking at the quad because we're still at all 4 competitions. No. We're lucky that we're on the more favorable side of the draw because we earned our luck, right? If we was on the other side of the draw, I wouldn't be talking about us winning the Champions League because I'd be like, there's no way we're going to get through. If we get through Atalanta, we're not going to get past Bayern and then get past PSG. I can't see it happening, right? But we're on the more favorable side. hopefully we should beat Leverkusen. Hopefully we should beat Bodo Glimt. Hopefully we should beat, Atletico or Barca and get to the final.
Yeah.
It's a one-off game in a final.
Mm.
You never know. Arteta, tactically he could do a masterclass and we could win the Champions League. But so the quad is still on. We're in the final. We're in the court. We're basically
What is still on?
the quad is definitely still on. 100% still on. 100%
See,
still on.
people, enemies. Josh have said it. Yeah, the quad is still on. See, people, yeah. Right now, and I'm beginning to run away from that Champions League for now. Mostly with the way we're playing, and even you.
Yeah, I agree with that though.
The way PSG is playing, bro. Those guys are having fun. Vitinha Vitinha is having the time of his life. Bro, did you see how, man turned into a devil.
Yeah.
When he got mad that Chelsea got 2-2, he turned into a devil, bro.
Yeah.
This is crazy, bro. Bro, high octane football, bro. That's what these guys are playing, bro.
Yeah.
So, and again, and I look at Arsenal and I'm like, can we go bar to bar? When this kind of teams step it up a notch and are playing this high octane kind of football, do we have the players to sustain that kind of back-to-back high octane football? Quick counter-attacking football? Can we cope with it?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, I can't say anything right now.
Yeah.
I'm in the same situation like you see, my bro. In that one, I can't say too much. But you see this Premiership title, let's just seal it, bro. So that let's just seal it. And again, Josh, yeah, I was really hoping, I was praying that City should beat Real Madrid. I was really praying. Do you know why? Do you know why?
Oh, because they would have more games and they'll be better.
They would have not just more games, but they would have to face Bayern Munich.
Yeah, that would be like difficult for them. But you know what?
They have to field 11 strong players. Yeah. And in between, they have about a couple of games in between that particular Bayern Munich game if they qualify for that one. So there might be lots of fatigue, injuries here and there, and of course mentally, if Bayern Munich hit them, you know what might happen? It might just send them down crashing in the Premier League, and they have a couple of games to play. So I was really hoping for that. But right now that Real Madrid is kicking them out of the competition, they might just look at the Premiership and say, you know what? Yeah, let's just don't leave this league empty-handed this season. Let's go for it.
The way I saw it was, I was like, because I dropped the video about this as soon as I watched the Real Madrid game. I was in shock. I was like, this Manchester City team are not serious, man. I was like, they're not the serious Man City team that they were before, man. Like, I keep thinking like Man City are gonna press that button and they're gonna win 10 games in a row. Like, there's no button anymore. They don't have De Bruyne anymore. They're not that City team. So even me, I was thinking like, although we're not playing great football, I'm like, we need to change our ambitions to being like, yeah, we can go to the Etihad and we can beat these guys. This is not this all-encompassing, scary Man City. We can go there and beat them at the Etihad. We could go to the final and beat them as well. Like, we're not
next week. Let's start next week.
Team. So that's what I was thinking. Like, when I watched that game and I saw them lose the way they lost, I was like, there's no way we can lose the league to this team, bro. We can't allow this team to win.
Even the Carabao Cup, bro. We should be smacking this lot up.
These guys, man. They're not.
Look at Gay. He can't defend.
Yeah.
Oh my days. Look at Gay, bro. Man was turned upside down, not Meg. Yeah. Bro, he looked like a clown up there, bro. At Madrid. Oh my days. If Arsenal can just put in, see, bro, pressure on them. Pressure, bro. From start to finish. They would crumble, bro.
Yeah,
Haaland couldn't find the ball.
Yeah, Haaland's having a terrible time. He's not scoring goals. He's just like, without Haaland scoring every game, they just look like they just don't know what they're doing. They don't have the answers really. So for me, when I saw that game, obviously it would be better if they got through and had more games. But for me, that kind of showed that Manchester City aren't that scary Manchester City we're used to, and that we need to treat them as like this isn't Man City of old. Like we can go there to their stadium and we can beat them. We can beat them in the Carabao Cup final. Like we like we're not scared of City. Do you know what I mean? And we can't be losing the league to a team like this because Man City will be back, but they're not back yet. So
yeah, exactly. Josh, let's look into the comments before we go. Bayern are a different animal since we lost. Since we last played them. Don't forget, Tony, Bayern are my home team. Yeah, exactly, bro. You play both sides. Drew.
Yeah.
Drew is German, actually. Yeah, he has ties to England, but he's
really?
also German too. So yeah. So he supports Bayern Munich too. So this is what it is. But he loves Arsenal though. So Josh ACM7 says here, interesting that English teams go winless in this first legs. Aside from Arsenal, who just generally have struggled, my day, to create.
He's right, though.
I think Newcastle are the only EPL club that can hold their heads up.
Agreed.
Josh.
Agreed. Yeah. Agreed.
Talk about it, bro.
Yeah, that's a great comment, my fellow namesake Josh. What are you saying?
Yeah.
That's a great comment because Newcastle, man, they were so close to getting that win, and then just a poor tackle, and they gave away. Like Barca didn't really deserve anything, but Newcastle, like it was the complete opposite. Newcastle, great performance, gave it away. Arsenal, terrible performance, got lucky with a dodgy penalty, and stole a point. So Newcastle are the only team that could really hold their heads up, that they actually played well. I do think the English teams, to be fair, Tottenham, City, and Chelsea are all kind of done, to be honest. Like the only teams that could really turn it over are probably Liverpool. Maybe they lost 1-0. They can maybe do something.
Yeah, they lost 1-0 and they're coming back home.
Newcastle would have to go Nou Camp, which is a difficult one, but they did play really well.
That was difficult, bro.
But really and truly, after England having 6 teams in the knockouts, we're looking at like a max 3 going through. Like, and maybe it'll be less.
A max 3.
It'll be 2.
Exactly.
Maybe it will be 1.
I even still think that Galatasaray hold their own at Anfield.
You know what I think? I agree. Galatasaray played well, so it's not even a given that.
Drew Gunners, our brother Chief. People have given the name Chief. He's an African chief. He says Leverkusen honestly shocked me. We need to step up at the Emirates and rock this guys. Exactly, my bro. That is exactly what we're meant to do. And Drew Gunner says Newcastle were unlucky not to win against Barca. They didn't run over and showed them respect like most teams do. Well, of course, you have to show Barca some form of respect. You can't just
roll in
the defensive, just go AY and buck wild on them. No, they will hurt you. If players like Lamine Yamal, if you give him that chance, he will perform an open heart surgery on if you're not careful. So but it is what it is. They go face them in Catalonia. So let's see what happens. Of course, Drew Gunner says 90 minutes at Bernabeu isn't for everyone. Exactly.
Yeah, good comment. It's true.
Yeah, exactly. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. And our brother Gunnar Rican says we rolled over for Bayer Leverkusen. I'm still fuming. Man is still angry at that. Bro, exactly, bro. Man, I feel you, my G. I feel you, bro. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Yeah. See, Josh, we have to go because I know you have an engagement, my bro. See, 1 hour, people, and it's because of you guys, that we're here. Because I just saw the comments starting to, bubble up a little bit, and of course, me and Josh just have to stay here for more 30 minutes. But see, Josh, man, every given day we do this show, man, it's a blessing because I learn more from you, and we get to interact, and I get a different perspective. You're more calculative and surgical with your analysis, but me, bro, I'm a wild animal. I just straight out there, bro. try to kind of punch maybe anyone would.
Just a response to Guna Rican. He said, my channel is my name, so Josh AFC TV. I followed you already on TikTok, so yeah.
You guys do content, guys. Yeah, do
for
content.
sure.
Yeah. Because Gunnar Rican, I've just started, working with Josh, my guy from the same country, same ancestry and everything. So it is what it is, and he's my bro, and it's people go subscribe to Josh. Yeah, he'll do the honors himself, but please go subscribe to him on TikTok, guys. Yeah, he's really doing good on TikTok, and he's not just doing what every other person does. That's what makes him a different person and a unique a podcaster. He's doing his own thing. He's not copying from what other people are doing. He could just get an old Arsenal player, one of the legends we have, and he could just do a piece on that player, and it produces great product. So it is what it is. So please subscribe to him on TikTok, and also subscribe to his YouTube channel. Very, very soon you'll start doing lives on his channel. He's just trying to do the TikTok takeover. So people, show my brother some love, yeah. And of course, me and Josh are locked in now. Next season, whenever till he has kids, lots of kids, and we can't do it no more. Josh, talk to them where I can find you, my bro.
That's about Josh AFC TV. So I'm on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. So you can find me on all of those. But yeah, man. But yeah, Drew Gunners, he said you'll never see me on TikTok. I'm too old for that. I've got him on YouTube anyway, so it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, and says done followed back. Yeah, thanks for that, Gunnar Rican. And Gunnar Rican, I'll be reaching out to you soon so that we could be able to get some shows on, my bro, because we have to, we have to do one or two things. In as much as I would like you to work with my brother Josh too, because of course, and mostly on his YouTube channel, and very soon we'll be doing stuff on his YouTube channel too. Probably I'll be going there to do some live shows with him very, very soon. Drew Gunner says, "You see me on TikTok? Oh, you'll never see me on TikTok."
Yeah.
I'm too old for that. Exactly, right. And of course, our brother Gunnar Rican throws a salute. Final words, Josh. Yeah. Prediction for the game against Everton. Predictions. Drew Gunner's predictions. Gunnar Rican predictions.
Predictions. I think the Everton will play decent. I think it'll be a win. I wouldn't say it's going to be like a easy, comfortable win. I'll probably go for maybe a 3-1, 2-1.
Easy, comfortable win. Wow.
No. I'm saying it's not
too
going
much
to be.
Bro.
No, I'm saying it's not going to be. So I think Everton
it's not going to be.
Yeah, I think Everton will score. Our defense has been all right, but we've been conceding quite a bit recently, just in games. So I'd put Everton to score, but I reckon it will be I'd say 3-1, 2-1, and then maybe we'll get a goal at the end of the game to just seal it. But yeah, I'd say 3-1. Yeah,
3-1. Okay.
Yeah.
Gunnar Rican says, I went on 2-1 on the channel. Please let us have some kind of performance. Oh my! Look at Arsenal fans begging for performances. Oh my days, bro! How far have we fallen from Arsene Wenger football? Drew Gunner says, "Are we at home?" Yes, we're very much at home. It's a home game, so let's see if the crowd could actually spur us on and give us that win. People, catch me tonight, people. Josh, what do you got coming up, bro? Tell people what you got coming up.
Yeah, I've got just match reactions, just drop content daily just around the game. So I'll be dropping a few videos about just preview before the game, post-match thoughts as well. So yeah, just check all of the TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whichever one you prefer. I'll upload them on all of them. So yeah,
sure, people. Drew is going for 1. Oh my days, Drew, seriously, oh my days, bro. See, people, first of all, tonight, Come, I'll be taking a rest right now, and then I'll wake up around 12 my own time, midnight, and that should be around 10 p.m. UK time. So because for 2 hours, Finland is 2 hours ahead of the UK. So Deji Spores has decided to stop running, and he's decided to come and take his beating like a man and face the trial. He's gonna be in court today. Yeah, the Old Bailey. Man will be at the Old Bailey today, the Crown Court. People, we don't want to put him in the Crown Court, we put him on Old Bailey today. Yeah. So Deji come to answer for his crime tonight. Yeah. At Northside channel about 10 p.m. People, come, just come, because I mean, it will sanitize the space. Yeah. What we have for Deji Spores tonight. Me and Northside, we're gonna cook this brother properly, people. We're not gonna leave it on medium rare. We're gonna really burn the steak. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And see, people, yeah, in as much as I don't really want Tottenham to go on relegation, but Deji might just get me angry. I might just want them to just go on relegation instantly. So come join us 10 p.m. today on Northside's channel, on Northside LDN's channel, me, Deji Spores, and of course Northside LDN on our show, Nutmeg Rush, people. Tomorrow I'll be with Oragungun for a post-game show after the matchup. Me and Baggers will be coming back for the watch along. And again, Josh, you have to start doing watch alongs on your channel. That's how to get people to your channel too, bro.
Yeah,
so you have to start doing it once in a while too. So I'll be doing a watch along too. And again, I can sacrifice one of my watch along days and come to your channel and do a watch along on your channel.
For sure.
So man. any which game, you have to tell me the game you want, so I can tell Baggers that I wouldn't be coming on my own channel. So we could come and do it on your own channel.
Yeah.
And we can do the watch along on your own channel. I could even bring Baggers to even come join us on your channel. Because you have to start doing some live shows on your channel. So the proper way to get that really going on is to do a watch along on game day. So please let me know on which game you would like that to happen.
Okay.
Then we can make it happen.
I'll write that down.
Then people, I'll be doing a watch along tomorrow. Me and Baggers, of course, regular. We're doing that. So come, Drew Banners, you have to be there. Chief, you have to be there tomorrow, bro. We have to beat this Merseyside clowns tomorrow. We have to do that and keep the pace on Manchester City. 10 points. Imagine, Josh, if we beat them with 10 points. Josh, dream about it, bro. Dream about it. 10 points ahead of Man City, bro. I mean,
that would be great.
There's levels to this thing. And if they venture decide to keep players, fresh for the game against Real Madrid next week, and they don't go and do the job against West Ham this weekend, bro, we could be looking at. And again, mind you, this relegation teams, bro, they're not playing this time, bro. You can see what the likes of Wolves are doing, innit? What Wolves and Leeds are doing, and I'm not in for it. So teams like West Ham are not joking; they're not playing. So Arsenal could literally be 10 points at the end of this week, bro, if we do our jobs well. So it is what it is. So on Sunday, me and Ola of the Fight Week show will be coming back to the show, and this is what it is. And join me and my brother Josh next week. I should come back on another episode of Straight Footy Factz. From me and my brother Josh, people, we are out, people. Peace. Catch us tomorrow, people. Catch us then.